Hello guys, in today's video I am going to talk about destructuring assignment in JavaScript. I have divided this video in 6 parts and I will explain each part step by step. Let's start by the introduction of destructuring assignment in JavaScript. Before ES6, extracting value from arrays and object required manual indexing or dot notation, making the code verbose and repetitive. ES6 introduced destructuring assignment, which allows extracting values easily from arrays, object, and nested structure into variables. So, as we said, that destructuring assignment are most commonly used for destructuring array and for destructuring object. First of all, we will start by destructuring array. First of all, we will show you how this destructuring or extracting values from array was done in the old ways. So first of all, we will start and we will do extracting values from array by the old way. I am creating an array. Let numbers, the numbers would be some numbers, for example 10, 20, and 30. I'm going to extract these two values from this array. So in old way, when we are going to extract values from array, we are using indexes. So let A would be numbers, an index number or of variable number 1 is 0. Let B would be numbers, the second parameter or the second value I am going to extract would be 1. So I am printing these two values on the screen, A and B. This was the old way that you were used to extract values from array. But in the new feature of ES6, the ES6 introduced a new feature by the name of destructuring assignment. In the new way, we are using let X and Y would be our parameters to store the array indexes or values would be numbers. Sorry. So I am saving this code and I am going to print this value. Console.log would be X and Y. I am running this code and we will see what is the result. We see the result is same as we done in the old way. But if we see to the code is clear, concise, and short than the old way. So this destruction was done in array. So we are first of all we are going to explain the structure completely in array, then we will go to the structuring object section. So as we see in the structuring array, we have another feature that we can skip element in the structuring. So I'm removing the old section, that just I'm going to talk on the new way. So first of all, I have gotten these two variables, one is X, one is Y, for example 10 and 20. Then I'm going to remove the middle variable, which is 20, and I'm going to get this 30. So we can remove elements with this keyword. Just I'm placing this empty and I'm going to get this number. So I'm saving this code and I'm going to run the code. The result would be different because we removed the middle variable, the middle element of the array. We can use a default values for array destructuring. First of all, we are going to do the same in the old way. For example, I am creating a numbers. Let numbers would be just one number, 10. So I'm getting this variable for assigning a default value to in extracting. We are using a ternary operator. So First, I am checking where the zeroth index variable is undefined. If this is not undefined, then the variable a should be assigned as a zeroth index. If this is undefined, then it would be assigned a default value. So numbers would be zeroth index. So I'm checking the zeroth index. If this is undefined, the zeroth index, this is not undefined, then this should print me the number zeroth index. else it should print me 100. So I'm printing this a. If we see the zeroth indexes and is not undefined, so they will print me the value of 10. If we remove the 10 value, then they will print me a default value of 100. So we are going to save the code. They are printing me 100, the default value. But the same I should do in destructuring. In destructuring, I'm going to let a would be 100 for numbers. I'm printing this console.log print would they will print me a. Clearing the code. They are printing me the value of 10. If I remove this, they would print me the value of 100 because they are printing me the default value. So swapping variable using destructuring. Before year 6, swapping was done by creating a third variable or some other feature. But in the destructuring, the swapping was all done very simply in a JavaScript. So I am creating two variables. Let variable 1 would be 2 and the variable b would be 3. So I'm going to swap these variables. So let a and b would be b a. First of all, I am printing this a and b value to show console.log a b, and I am getting this same, and I am printing this again to show the swapping process. Console.log, just I will see what is the problem. Cannot be set to 3. What would be the result? Now, so as we see, there is a typo error in the and I have forgotten placing the semicolon at the end of the code. So I'm clearing the code. Clearing the code would be something clear, and I'm running this code again. So first of all, they print me the original value, and for the second time, they are printing me the swapped value. So swapping variable is done. Now we have reached to the third part of the video for destructuring object. In the old way, the destructuring was done by making a dot operation and using a dot operation. They were done. First of all, I'm creating an object. Let's person would be, and the person would have name properties would be Lee, and the second property age would be 24. So in the old way, when I was going to get name, and we have to get this person dot name with using the dot operators. Let age would be the age would be what the age would be person dot age, and console.log would print me name and age. So I am saving this code and I'm going to run the code to see the result. The same result I'm going to extract object properties with the help of object structuring in JavaScript. So I'm commenting this code, just this code, and I am going to do the same with a new method. So this is our object let, and the object should be extracted with curly braces, and the name would be the age would be getting from the person object. So I'm saving the code, and I will see the result. The same result I have gotten with the new method. If you see, the new method is clear, concise, and short. So we can rename variables in objects destructuring. In object destructuring, you can rename variables by this method. So I'm removing this. Let I name would be renamed to name1, and age would be renamed to age1. So I am printing this value name1, and age1 should be printed, and this value will be getting from the person object. So I'm saving the code and I'm running this code, and the same result I am getting from this renaming process also. So then we reach diff. We can use default value in object structuring also. So I am going to have a default value for an object properties. So for the example, I am removing this age property from the object. So first of all, I will get the value let name and age. The default value for age would be 25. This will be getting from the person. So I'm printing console.log name and age. If our object doesn't have an age property, then in the structuring we could assign a default value for age. So when we clear the code and we will see the result, the default value 25 we assigned for the object property age. So we can use nested object structuring. In an old way, we are getting values something like this. For example, there is a variable by the name, we have object by the name of person. The person have a nested object others address would be the address would be city, and the city would be Kabul, but it would have a zip code. Zip code would be 1006 would be our zip code. So when we are getting the order of the city from this person, let city would be in old way something like person dot address dot city. So console dot log print me city. So I'm saving the code, and we will see what is the result we are going to get. The Kabul, the city name would be printed on the screen, clearing the screen, and we are going to do the same with the help of object structuring, the new method. So let I'm creating an object structuring. So first I am getting address from address object city, and this city would be from person object. So console.log would print me only city. So I'm saving the code and I am running this code. The code would be printed on the screen. So this is the new method, and the new method was so much clear. Then we have reached to the fourth section of the video. So destructuring in a function parameter. We can use destructure in a function parameters for objects and for array. First of all, we will destruct objects in a function parameter. So this is our object, and I will remove this, and I will just add one another 48 would be 25. So I will create a function. Function would be show person, and in this function function parameter we can destruct name and age. So console.log log would print me name and age. So I'm calling this function show person, and I would post just the person object. So we will see the result. What is the result? We have the structure object in the function parameters. We can do the same for array also. So I'm creating array of numbers. Numbers would be 10, 20, and 30. 30. So I'm creating a function. Function would be multiply, and we will extract two values, a and b, from the post array, and the function would be console.log would just multiply these two variables, a times b. So I'm calling this function multiply, and the function in the function I would pass numbers array. So I am clearing the screen, and I would see the result. The result would be 200 because 10 times 20 would be 200. So this is we can use destructuring for array in a function parameter. We can combine the structuring with a REST operator, and this would be done for array and destructuring and for object also. First of all, I'm creating array, and I'm doing and I'm combining it with a REST operator. Let a would be a, and the second would be the rest would be in the REST operator. So I will save this in a REST operator, and I will say numbers pre console.log would print me a and the rest. So I am clearing the screen, and I'm saving this code. So first of all, we have gotten the a, the first variable, which is this, and the rest of we have saved in the rest operator. We can do the same for object also. I'm creating let person. Person would have a name, and the name would be Ali, and age. The age would be 25, and the sex would be male. So just I'm getting the first property of the person let, and I'm destructuring as object name, and the second then our rest will be stored in the rest operator of person, and I am console.log and would print me name and the rest. So I am saving this code, and I will see the result. The first name operator is saved in a name, and the rest was saved in the rest. So this is done. We have combined the structuring with the REST operator. So what was The benefits of destructuring: and it extracts value quickly from arrays and objects, reduce repetitive object or property references, support default value and renaming, work with function parameter for cleaner code, combined with reads operator for flexibility. Thank you for watching this video.